I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Welcome, everyone. This is the Hot AF Show. I'm Mike Smith. The stock market is freaking crushing it. Who was the dumbass that tried to time the things in mid-March of 2020? Thinking that it was the end of the world and things were going down, and you time it a little bit and buy it back in a couple months, whatever. That was me, and that was a very fucking expensive mistake on my part. But I got back in a little bit just to play around. Opened up the Robinhood account, right, and not doing bad, But then again, you sit there and think, all right, there's no sports on, there's no gambling in casinos. I guess that's probably coming back a little bit, but no sports gambling at least. And you got all these people that are putting their money in the market because that is a stock. The stock market is a freaking casino. I don't care what you say. Again, I don't know everything, but think about it. No one knows if it's going up or down. So dumbasses like myself that make a decision based on a feeling, I deserve to have a very, very fucking very expensive mistake. But I'll recover. I'll recover, I refer to myself as a horrible investor, but I'm going to recover. I make money. I do well enough to where I can continue investing at least. So yeah, we'll see. But Robinhood has been well for me over the past probably a month or so, 2 months. I've been day trading with my trainer, with these penny stocks and stuff. That's fun, but that's not smart either, people. You make a little bit here, you lose a lot the next one. But Jesus Amazon today, over $3,000 a share. God bless America. Jeff Bezos, how many billions? I'm going to look up how many freaking billions he made today. And I read the other day, if you take his fortune, and at the time it was, 120 billion, 150 billion, what's the difference? And you stacked it up dollar on dollar, it would reach the International Space Station 30 times. Can you imagine? There's a TikTok video of this guy that put together rice comparison on 1 grain of rice being worth $100K. And then the next pile was 10 grains of rice worth $1 million. Then the next one was $1 billion. Then it showed Bezos at the time, I think again, 120 billion. And it was just unbelievable. So I encourage you to watch that video if you haven't. It's mind boggling. And it's almost doubled since then. Hell, what the hell is he worth today? 172 billion. That might be a little old. Let me refresh it. Biggest movers. Maybe it's after hours. No, here we go. Wrong thing. So yes, Jeff Bezos, year to date, has made $57.4 billion. That's not bad. Zuckerberg, he's made year to date, well, he lost $1.5 billion today, and that doesn't change his lifestyle one freaking speck. So going back to Bezos, him spending like $100,000 is equivalent to the average person spending $1. 100,000 to $1. God bless him. It's capitalism. It's great. But should Amazon be broken up? You sit there and you think, they're an online retailer, but yeah, they are, but there's so much more. From the Amazon Web Services, their online streaming with Prime, the transportation that they're getting into. God knows how many companies they're acquiring. The music streaming, Whole Foods, or as some would call it, whole paycheck. I mean, it's pretty diversified, that's for sure. At what point do you have to sit there and think, could this company be broken up, and how? Are they too big? Does someone need to be a trillionaire that he's projected to achieve by like 2026, something like that? $1 trillion. Going back to that TikTok video, look at what $1 billion looks like in rice grains, or 100 billion in rice grains, but 10 times that. That's great, grand. But let's face it, he's not the most charitable person, apparently. So I would probably act a little bit differently, but that's me. But yeah, so at what point do you sit there and you break up Amazon? I don't know. Goes back to my thing. Where do you stop? Where do you start? You start doing things as a society, as a government. Where do you draw the line? This person has too much money. No, that should never be said or thought of. Well, you can think of it, but no action should be taken by any government or anything. But there also should, I'm agreeing an agreement that there shouldn't be monopolies. Is Amazon a monopoly? Pretty much. But has it opened up opportunities for people to work from home and create product and sell it, and distribute it? Sure, it has. Etsy and eBay and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I guess you could compete, but not Etsy so much. But I mean, hell, Etsy's great. Your woodworker that creates I bought something the other day to hold sunglasses off Etsy. It's a phenomenal product. That's capitalism, people. It's awesome. And then you've got the Amazon delivery van drivers that are independent, I believe, at least to some extent. What's also awesome is the amount of orders. It's just opened up so much opportunity, and it's evolutionized the way we shop. That we had on Amazon in 2019, I think we're on pace to probably double it this year, which is sick. But I think it was 477 orders in 2019 for my household. So 477 orders is a ridiculous amount of Amazon shopping. It's changed the world. What is that? 1.3 orders per day every single day of the year. Yeah. I have no idea. I don't want to know how much that was in total, but but we don't go to the Target. It's Target, the whatever stores, Best Buy, and those types of retailers as much. So I guess it all works out. Probably spend more. In fact, I know you spend more because it's convenience. The world of on demand now. Like I look at an Amazon purchase like, hey, can I get that delivered today? It used to be cool if you could get it in 2 days. Now it's like, damn, if I got to wait until tomorrow, or I order something late on Saturday or something, it's like, oh, it'll come Monday or Tuesday. It's like, damn, I want it now. So it'd be kind of cool when these drones come and they're hey, we'll deliver it to you within an hour. But yeah, the stock market, it's crushing it. Way back when, and it's illegal to do now with this pump and dump, you would have people that would send out postcards about penny stocks. ABC ticker is completely undervalued and it's currently 20 cents a share, but it's going to explode to $5 a share. Get in now. And grandma and grandpa and uneducated investors, soccer moms and working dads would get these postcards and start investing in these stocks, and they would go up. And sure enough, they're like, wow, thanks for sending me that postcard. The stock's going up. I got it at 22 cents, and now it's at 28 cents. Then it goes up further, 30, 35 cents, and bam, big guys sell it, suckers. Do they do that now with message boards and websites that people chat about stocks and all that kind of jazz? Yeah, I mean, is that legal? I don't know, but I mean, it's fun. I mean, look at it; it's gambling. It's fun. So if you have any stock tips, let me know. I love stock tips. So message me. Slide into my DMs on Instagram at HotAFShow, because it only takes one. But the question is, when do you sell? Do you sell if you go up 5 or 10% pretty quickly? Or what about if you're down? Like that happens to me all the time. It's when do you cut your losses? Is it I'm down 5% or I'm down 10%? Or is it a dollar amount, a fixed dollar amount? I don't know. I guess you have to make that determination before you buy it, because it's not like it's investing where it's for the long haul, but whatever. What do I know? I talked to my broker the other day saying, hey man, yeah, it sucks what I did back in March. Let's just go all in, like 75% on Amazon, 25% on Microsoft, and call it a day. I'll ride with Bezos and Microsoft, and he talked me out of it. He laughed at me. Fucker. And yeah, just today, Amazon's up 5%. So Bezos makes 8, 9, 10, whatever $billion today. Can you imagine that? So, at what point does it become boring, I guess? Like, you got so much money, you can buy every single car you've ever looked at. You can buy a mega mansion in every state, every country, whatever. You can take one-way trips on brand new Gulfstreams and throw them away and buy a new one for your return flight. And it doesn't even register. Like, at what point do you sit there and you say, this isn't fun anymore? I mean, money does not buy happiness. I agree with that statement. It sure as hell buys pleasure. How about that one, Mom? My mother hates it when I talk about money, and I always talk about it around her just because I'd like to get her going, tongue in cheek, referring to it as happiness. But no, reality, money does not buy happiness. Yes, it helps. I would much rather be rich than poor. But overall deep happiness, no. Does it buy pleasure? Sure it does. But at what level, at what point do you sit there and say, gosh, I've got it all. I've got a 550-foot yacht and airplanes and mansions and watches and this and that, to where what excites you anymore? What excites Bill Gates and Bezos and Zuckerberg and Musk and Steve Ballmer, like those types of folks? Like what gets them going? Buffett living in his damn house that he bought in like the 50s or something like that. Like, really, dude? I mean, cool. Good for you, but hopefully he's enjoying it here and there. But, at what point do you sit there and say, hey, price tags on anything don't matter. There's nothing for sale in the entire world that I would have to look at a price tag for, and it doesn't even make a dent in my overall personal treasury. I mean, geez, it's all relative. I know. You take someone making 30 grand a year and they dream of making 50, but then they get to 50 and they start dreaming of making 75 or 100. Ooh. You get to 100 and it's like, yeah, but I really want to make 250 a year. 250, then it becomes I want to make $500,000, then $1 million. And it never ends until when? Does the guy that's pulling in $1 million a month, he's not going to be satisfied until he makes $5 million a month, until he does, and then he needs 10? I don't know. A billionaire that's worth $986 million one day. They're 986-millionaire. Silicon Valley quote, freaking hilarious. But they have 986 million one day, and the next day, market does a little well. They're back up over $1 billion. Like, did they watch that? And yes, today I'm in the 3 comma club. Shit, tomorrow, shit, I'm not. But what's the difference between 986 million and $1 billion? Like, really, what the hell is the difference? Then we start talking about these mega guys, like I just mentioned, Zuckerberg losing 1.5 billion today. I mean, think about how many families that it would take to pool all assets to come up with 1.5 billion. Quite a few. Unless you know a billionaire. I know a billionaire. In fact, I know 2 billionaires. But the normal family, the normal person, how many would it take to pool all assets and get to $1.5 billion? A shit ton. And these big guys, they go up and down multiples of that each day. And it makes no difference whatsoever. Not one impact at all. That is wild to think about. It's kind of cool, though. So, yeah, I guess at that level, look at Bezos and Musk and whatever, Branson, you get into space travel. Because that's what you do when you have it all, is you buy rocket ships and freaking space suits and whatever. You compete with NASA. Yeah, space is cool and all. Would it be cool to fly up to zero gravity and look at the Earth and whatever? Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be an awesome trip. But if I had that kind of money, that kind of wealth, I'd build some cool stuff like freaking fighter jets and laser beam weapons and, stuff that I like to do with my time, which is shoot guns and train. So I've never shot a freaking laser beam. Well, technically I have, but it was a different type of laser beam. But freaking rocket launchers and bombs, and buy a whole big tract of land out in whatever some shithole country or Montana, and Montana's beautiful. You don't want to blow that up, but maybe buy some land in the desert that, hey, you're already in the ear of NASA and the government. Let's, hey, can I have a few hundred acres so I can just blow some shit up with my friends? Yeah, we're going to be dropping some 10,000-pound bombs just to have fun, or fly our fighter jets over the land and dogfight with F-22s. That'd be so badass. But anyway, so yeah, back to the main topic of this show. It's time in the market, not timing the market. I'm never going to do that shit again. Trying to time the market based on a feeling or emotion. I'm still going to play penny stocks, but that's my Vegas, my gambling, whatever money. I got to be careful because I don't know what the SEC laws or whatever are about talking stocks and tips and all that kind of stuff. I guess Kramer does it. So I guess I should enter this in for all you asshole litigious people out there. The Hot AF show, Mike Smith, guests and any affiliates, purpose is for entertainment only. And we do not offer tax, legal, accounting, investing, medical, or otherwise any professional advice. So listen and enter at your own risk, bitches. Well, that's all I got for this episode. But hey, if you received any entertainment or value from the show, for God's sakes, will you please leave a review on wherever you get your podcasts? Subscribe if you haven't done that already. Tell your friends. Tell the world. And until the next episode, God bless America. Enjoy your freedom, everyone.